I heard Gallus has been poking around, looking into it. Well, someone is, but I don't know.
Can I interest you in wood products?
What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the snake nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when I ask inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
If we learn anything, we'll let you know. So, the snake nest.
I have heard of the place. A dive, but not the worst of them.
It's worth checking out.
You know, I just don't think Callus's fish is all that special.
You think they'll talk?
We've set up a place to meet. If this is another pile of nonsense...
This is it. The snake nest. Let's look around, see what we find.
Someone burned documents, but they are too sharp to read.
I don't think we'll get any answers from him. This Linus. He must own the snake nest. And he knows Atticus. We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
We should look outside, search the area.
What happened here?
I heard crows can do a special move that stops their enemy's heart.
Yes, it's called stabbing.
No! Like with a finger! Poking someone to disrupt the rhythm of their blood flow.
That sounds far more complicated than using a dagger.
Decorations? Beautiful things to bring warmth and joy.
Everything you see is made right here, by these dexterous hands. You'll be back.
I also sell maps for those with wanderers' hearts. Everyone deserves a cozy living space.
blood. There's a trail. A blood-stained shirt.
No tears in the fabric. The blood didn't belong to the shirt's owner.
Take a look at that. A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but something feels off. All right. That Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her. Again. A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here. That your boss, Linus, knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're friends with Nev Gallus, aren't you? Maybe you can do something. I can let you into the storage. It's across the road.
Bar storage. There has to be more here. All this under the bar's storage?
He might be farther in.
Linus, the Snake Nest owner, he made a pact with a demon to save his kid. But the price, it was too high.
Did the demon want blood? Or to feed off the man's desire and desperation?
There's a key. We should see what else is here. How many did he kill? All for a demon. This was Atticus. His locket. We can return it to Sabina. There. Much sturdier than the old one.
Have you ever taken an assassin job to kill a former lover?
One of my former lovers or the former lover of the person who hired me?
The second one.
Yes, those are popular in the theater. Mostly early in my career, before I made a name in mages. We made those contracts rigorous so that people didn't change their minds when we were in the middle of a job.
Oof. Harsh. Dragons are simple.
Something sealed past here.
Things very wrong. I can feel it.
Hey, we had a thing.
We made those contracts rigorous so that people didn't change their minds when we were in the middle of a job.
Oof. Harsh. Dragons are simpler.
catacombs never end.
How'd that statue get there?
Have you ever taken an assassin job to kill a former lover?
One of my former lovers, or the former lover of the person who hired me?
The second one.
Yes, those are popular in Antiva. Mostly early in my career, before I made a name killing mages. We made those contracts rigorous so that people didn't change their minds when we were in the middle of a job.
Oof. Harsh. Dragons are similar. Nobody changes their minds about having you fight a dragon.
What brought a dragon to Minrathous? Are more coming?
How's business?
Faithful readers seek me out. I do it. Come to think of it, we haven't heard anything from Mark.
Sabina,
You're back. But Atticus.
the man who took Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child, but it wasn't right.
Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I have friends here in Minrathous who can help.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Dogtown's desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner, the people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon? If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more.
None of them touched me.
I will inspect you later. Rook, Viago and I are visiting the new memorial. For those we've recently lost.
The other remaining crows have already gone. Come meet us there. Please.
Of course.
We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered everything in gold. I'll miss hearing him complaining that I complain about it.
The diamond, the entire city feels so empty. I wonder if it will ever not feel that way.
Just another thing the gods have to answer for.
A fine sentiment. for the day you face the gods. And there is only so much good their deaths will bring. We must make the rest for ourselves.
Let's hope there is something in that.
When did you get here?
A while ago. I was reading the letters. Messages for loved ones. Prayers to the Maker. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
Were any of the people you miss from House de Riva?
A few. And colleagues and rivals from other houses. When I got out of the ossuary, I thought I had time to pull myself together, to make visits that I should. I wonder now what they would have said.
All these words for the dead. Do you believe anyone or anything sees them?
After I was captured by the Venatori, I would have said no. How could the Maker or any power permit what happened in that place? After all we have seen, I still don't know who, if anyone, hears our cries. But now, I hope they do.
Is there anything else we should say?
I did mention this isn't formal.
But we should do something.
A toast, then. Something we promise the dead we will think about over drinks to come.
That we won't stop until those who killed them are gone.
That I would drink to. Gladly.
The crows rule Antiva, and tonight we mourn with her.
You're not from Treviso?
There's an... interesting letter there, Brooke.
I think that art merchant with information on the Antam lives near here. Hello? Are you alright?
Antam said we have in my own gallery. Then the brutes left to get more reinforcements against a single woman. Would you be a dear and clear away all the refuse by the door?
Antam did this to scare somebody who sells paintings?
Open the door. Come in, please. My saviors, welcome!
Viago said you had information on the Antam. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please look around. I hope dear Viago can make next week's exhibition. The blight has changed the skyline completely. I've heard dreadful little things live inside it. If not for your kind intervention.
All right. We should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antam are stealing pieces of...
My people's gods finally returned.
Hello. This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antam stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Hardly got any sleep last night. Just the thought of living next to the blight.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Spy on me on. You will only see me representing this city.
Barely any customers today.
It's a wonder anyone still lives in the city, the way it is now.
You don't know us, but I know you.
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antam who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned District.
Honestly, the blight might be a good thing for the city. Now everyone will have to do together.
We're close to that camp where the Antam took that merchant's stolen sculptures.
Not bad.
Let's look around for that stolen art, or any sign of what the Antom are doing with it. Nothing here.
Don't see anything. No paints, none of that fancy polish they use on sculptures.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
What is a governor supposed to be doing in time of
That merchant who said the Antom stole his artwork, he's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
So he wasn't robbed. He tricked us.
The note said the Antom are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components.
Mierda. As if the Blyden is...
Okay. We're close to the camp where Antom are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
From the mountain. Kill them.
All right. Let's find out what the Antom and the Venatori are actually doing here.
Everyone all right?
This note is about Gatlock, that Kunari blasting powder. The Antom are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
What? We gotta stop them. Gatlock's dangerous already.
We must go to Day and Viago with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
The axes. You make them look effortless, but don't they get stuck all the time?
They come out if you pull hard enough.
Knives seem so much easier. Why did you choose axes?
Axes can...
What were we talking about? Knives seem so much easier. Why did you choose axes?
Axes can lodge between a dragon's scales. Gives me a good handle to climb up and get to the brain. And they look cool.
Well executed!
Shipment of supplies for the injured and the blighted just arrived. Sent by the Shadow Dragons.
Allies in Minrathus. I never would have thought it.
I have already penned your thank you note.
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Anton make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The Crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you. Belara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Belara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
Have you run into anything like it before?
Not at all. The principles are familiar, but the application, the finesse. Though admittedly, my interests lie more with the spirits. Look to Belara for elven magic expertise.
You were here, what, 5 minutes? And you had that thing fixed?
And it's quite a complex mechanism.
Well, thank you.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all hours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
You don't seem that certain.
Well, when you're in the Fade, there's no sun or moon. So I tend to lose track of time. Just a little bit.
So, you sleep more regularly outside the Fade?
Well, sometimes. Maybe. But we're in Solus's old home. There's so much to learn.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
That knowledge isn't going anywhere. Relax a little. Get some rest. You'll feel better and work better.
Right. I'm not great at that. Relaxing, I mean, I think to myself, what if I do it wrong? Then it's 3 hours later and I'm even less relaxed than I was.
Perhaps I can help you.
With what? Relaxing?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises, the ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice, thank you.
Of course. We must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay, I am going to relax. Right away. But first, I had another question.
I thought you might.
Offer, Dweller. I will answer.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Sounds like the perfect soldier. And even flies.
Aerial cavalry. A full-grown griffin is a force of nature. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.